Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I did another video. I was doing with some important stuff. I'm back now, and we are going to do a review on the Studio Series 86 Constructicon hook. And so the this is basically part of a 2-pack with Lawn Haul. So basically, you get them both together. I wanted to do 2 separate videos, just because. This is what it looks like. I did get a new light, so hopefully that helps out with the show and everything. I'm in a little bit of allergies right now, so I might sound a little different. For the most part, it looks pretty cool. I like him. Not entirely accurate to the movie or the show, but it's pretty close. So these move. There's shoulder pads, and you can move his arm all the way up. You can't do, well, I guess you could try. Yeah, if you move his arm out of the way like that, you can do a full 360. Bring those back down. He has forearm rotation, about more than 90 degrees because of the double joint at his elbow. No wrist rotation. You can do that, do the transformation for his combined mode. His legs can go out about that far and go backwards about that far. You have leg rotation about a little bit less than 90 degrees, so bend at the knee. You can do that. You can just bring it forward like that, and you get lots of ankle tiltage. Oh, and his head's on a ball joint, so you can just go all over the place. Oh, I apologize. Feeling a little off. He does come with his gun, and then obviously I did show the other accessories that comes with Lawn Haul and all that. So essentially, like all this in the trailer comes with him too. Well, the trailer is not really for him; it's for Lawn Haul. So, and basically, you can do the same thing that you do with Lawn Haul. You can attach these things on here. You can make them have some. Oh, apologies. You can make him have some rocket launchers or missile launchers, whatever you want to call it. No. Oh, that would have been cool though if they had like pegs and you could put them on his shoulders, kind of looking like that. That would have been cool. That would have been a cool idea. Oh, I just realized it's showing that. That's fine. Right. And you can just have that going on there. I just realized there's a peg there. I wonder if you can hook it up there. Kind of like that. Not. Oh, maybe you could do that. Hold on. You totally could. You could totally do that. You could do that on both sides. That's so cool. I've never done that before. You could have both these pieces here, like so, and it totally holds. It holds. Look at that. Could have them kind of looking like this. Kind of like that, which is cool. Oh, that's awesome. Take these off. Take this off. Alright, I'm going to do some comparisons. Oh, wait. You can also take his hook off and you can use it as a melee weapon if you wanted to. Kind of tough though, because it's kind of hard to hold it. Well, I guess you could do it on the side if you can figure it out. I'm sure you can do it. No, he can't. Never mind. I thought you could. Oh, I guess not. And as far as storage for his blaster, there's a peg there. And there's a slot in here. And you just peg that on there. And there you go. That's your storage for the blaster. Just hangs off of his hook. Now we're going to do some comparisons. I'm a little slow today. Oh, I'm going to do Scrapper. Bone Crusher. And Lawn Haul. And you got that going on right there. If he's not looking down, he's looking right at you. Alright. Now let's transform this guy. So, what you want to do first is put these shoulder pads up. Get those out of the way. And then there is a slot right there and a tab right there. You just make sure this is all good, all aligned. And you do nothing for his wrist. You just leave that sticking out. Same thing for the other side. And then you bring both arms up. And there's a tab up there and a slot right there. And should just line it up and line it up. There you go. Same thing on the other side. And there you go. Got that all done. I'll actually leave these unpegged, and I'm going to show you why you should do that. Then you're going to bring this whole section, just untab it there, and then slide it forward. And then this will just basically, this whole section will just collapse down and tab in. Like so. And then you just bring these guys down. And then next thing you want, I like to put this up just to get out of my way, or you could just take it off to get out of your way. You could just, whatever you need to do, just get it out of your way. Then you do this, and there's a whole slot here, and there's a tab right there. Just tab that. Same thing on the other side. Do that. And then you just connect this whole section here. There is tabs and slots on each side. And just do that. And then it's on a double hinge right here. Just bring this whole thing down. Let those out. Like so. And then you bring these back. Make sure everything's aligned. And then, the reason why I told you to do this, so there's a tab right here, and there's a slot on the side. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. And you just make sure that goes in. And just make sure it's all aligned. And make sure that's aligned too. Then you bring this down. And like so. And there you go. You have Hook and his vehicle mode. And it's actually a pretty neat vehicle mode. I really like it. I really love the colors on the Constructicons. Love the purple. Very, very nice. Yeah. As far as like I guess like movement, this whole crane can go all the way that much, and this can come all the way about that much. It's not that long. You can move the little hook here. There you go. I think I just untapped that, didn't I? Nope, I didn't. Alright, and he does have movable wheels, so. And basically, for storage for his blaster, it's the same spot where you put it on his robot mode, and you just put it there. That's all you really do. And I'll just leave that on there for now. But yeah, that's basically it for his robot mode. And I'll do some comparisons right now. Comparison with Scrapper. With Bone Crusher. And with Lawn Haul. You get that look going on for you. And I guess I haven't reviewed this figure yet, but with Combaticon Vortex, just getting that look for you. And yeah, he's a pretty decent figure. You got this section right here just poking out, but what are you gonna do? You know? And yeah. Got some nice paint for the front lights. Actually, there's not really much paint on this figure, which Studio Series does seem to do that a lot, but they do well for the designs. Definitely. I think it's a pretty decent figure. I think out of the four that I have so far, my most favorite is actually Scrapper to transform. I think my second favorite would be Lawn Haul. This would be my third, and Bone Crusher would be my fourth so far. That might change when I get Scavenger and Mixmaster. And that is moving. Why are you moving? Stop moving. Lawn Haul keeps on trying to get back into the camera. Alright. So I'm going to show you his combined form. So Hook is basically the he's basically the head of Devastator. So what you want to do here is that, let me remember. Undo. Well, first get rid of this, just to get it out of your way. Undo these and bring them all the way down as best as you can without, messing around with them. And well, I guess you can just leave them like there. And basically what you want to do is put his wrists all the way in, stick this piece out like so, and then you want to unhook these guys here and leave them like so. And now you want to you want to, does it go that way or that way? You want to unclip this little section here, not the whole section, just the upper part of that, and slide it that way like so. Make sure it's all clipped down. Then you want to basically pull all of this out like so. And right, then you want to pull the head out, right? Then I don't know if you heard that, but that is my watch going off. I hope you guys didn't hear that. And there's a tab there and a slot there. This basically tabs in. Make sure you don't undo that. Then You take this section and bring it back up like so. Leave this arm down. That's going to be one of the ports to connect. And then you just bring these guys back up like so. And then for the head, you bring that up, you twist it over, you lift this upper section up, bring his head out, and clip it back down. And there you go. You got his head. You got a head of Devastator. I will show you how to combine them all together, just so we get that down. You got his head poking out. Oh my god! I hope you guys are not hearing that. my watch keeps on going off for whatever reason. Oh, and once you get both of the arms, you do want to, on this side, you want to open this part, twist this section out, and make sure, I haven't done this in a minute because I don't have the other arm yet. There. And then on this section, you just bring it all out. And there you go. You got that going on now. And, oh, and also make sure you put this back on. Otherwise, you won't have the full look. And just make it look like that. I took it off because, me personally, I like having the whole section open for myself. I mean, you could just leave it on there and put it all the way up, you know, and get that out of the way. I just took it the whole thing out of the way for myself. That's totally your choice. Yeah. All right. So, let me get the others in their combined form and let me show you how to put them all together. Okay, that took a minute. It took me a minute. It only took you a second. You see how that works? Alright, so we got the leg, we got the arm, and we got the lower torso. There you go. So, I'm going to show you how to connect all of these and put the accessories for the 2-pack, long haul, and hook on there as well. So we're going to take the leg. What I like to do, some people do it differently, but I unhook at least one of these legs. I like unhooking this one. This one I like leaving in place. I'm going to show you why in a minute. Then you leave this one unhooked, right? And then you take this whole section, get that out of the way. Then there's a slide connection here. That's going to go on to here. And the other leg will tab into this connection here, where there's a slot right there. So basically, get that out of the way. Make sure you slide this whole connection here. The reason why I like doing that is because most of this part of the leg will go into, of this side of the leg will go in here the most. Because if you do it from this side, it's just going to fall off multiple times. And it's going to be really annoying. And then you just connect this all here. Make sure it's all good. And then to lock it down, just make sure that's back in. Alright. And then have that all good. Then we'll just put that there for a second. We're going to put this back on. Or not back on. We're going to put this on. Me, it's for back on because I've been messing around with this a lot. So, the best way to show you this is like this. So, this port will go into this connection here. This tab will go into that slot there. And there is a tab here, a tab there. That will go into, if I remember correctly, okay, so the bigger tab will go into that hole right there that I'm trying to point at. Alright, hold on. So the tab that you saw on there will go into this big port here. And a little tab on there, on this one right here, will go into the little portion right here. And I just realized there's a tab there too. Where does that go? Never actually realized that. Oh, it'll go right there. This tab here will go right there. This little slot here. Just realized that. Basically, what you're gonna here. Hold on, let me adjust the camera to see if I can just get it up a little higher. Is that better? It's kind of better here. Just a little bit higher. Sorry, I just got this stand too, so I'm still learning how to use it. You just connect it all right there. Tab that and there. Make sure everything's plugged in, because that's very crucial on everything working. Oh, make sure you do not untab that. And there you go. You got a little hole right there, so you can like, hold on. You could like take a Menosaur's sword and just shove it in there and you kill him. That would be funny. Anyway, since I can't stand him up proper, I'm just gonna lay him on the ground, and then you're gonna take this whole section and either, I think it's this one. It might be this one. Is it this one? It is. I always get it right. Okay. I always get it right. And I showed you before. And you just make sure all that is tabbed in. Make sure all that's good. All right. And then there's a slot connection here. And remember one of the tabs I showed you? He will go on this side. Oh, and I just realized this like a couple days ago. There's a tab right here, right? And there's a slot right there. It will go into that. Yeah, it will go into this here, and it holds this whole section there, so it doesn't move around, which is actually pretty nice. And then I just unclipped the foot, and if you get it on there without breaking anything, there you go. All right, you got it slide on, and then you just tab it in. And my foot doesn't like to stay hooked in for whatever reason. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. We have one more thing we gotta add on here. So these pieces were on the trailer, right? So what you have to do here, this is basically his chest piece. There's a tab here and a slot there, right? And there's a little notch here that will slide into this little section here. Make sure you put it in like this, and then you slide it forward, and I'll hold it there. And same thing on the other side. And you got that going on here. And actually, I did this like a couple days ago. I thought this was funny when I did it. If you can manage it. Now, I want your serious opinion. Doesn't that look like the bat symbol? Doesn't that right? Can you? I never tried to hook it on there, but it would be super funny if that could work. You could have Devastator having the bat symbol on there. I thought that was funny when I saw that. I was like, huh, could that work? And it kind of, I mean, I haven't tried to put it on there. I could probably, I'll try in a minute. Let me show you how to put this on first. So there's these little notches here on each side that tabs into the belly of Devastator. What I like to do, I like to pull this part out, and then I like to tab it on like so, right? And then as you pull it in, there's these tabs here and goes into these slots here, and this little notch here will go into these two tabs here. Now, if everything lines up right, it should have no problem getting in there. All right, yeah. Hey, that's the first time that's ever worked like that. On the camera, it likes to work. Man, that's reversed. All right, and you got that going on right there. A one-legged, one-arm Devastator. I do have the other two figures pre-ordered right now. I probably will get them like next month or the month after. It'll be a minute, but it's definitely worth it. He's super cool though. I wish I could. I did find a box that worked with him to make him stand straight, so I don't have to hold him. I forgot what I did with that box. I have no idea where I put it. But either way, he's pretty cool. And this kind of annoys me since I don't have the arms, so I just like to put this back where it needs to go. And it makes it more clean for me. Like his arm was cut off and all that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like it. And I gotta put this guy on. Well, maybe can I line him against the wall? Nope, he's gonna fall. All right. You take this part. You make his gun like so. Now, I have realized that this is happening to all the people that owns this figure, the Devastator figure. It's really loose. So you tab it into his hand, right? The gun is super loose on him. So if you have this figure and it's happening to you, it is not just you. It's happening to everyone that owns this figure. Hopefully, when they make an upgrade kit for this guy, they will improve the hands and the tab connection, or maybe they'll give him a better gun. Either way, they will fix that probably. So, now let's try that bad symbol thing real quick, because I really want to see if I can do that. Hold on. Because if this works, I'm definitely gonna use that most of the time. If I can untab it. Oh, I just dropped everything. Okay. So basically, you do. Nope, the other way. Okay. Do that on this arm. Best you can. It might not tab properly because it's not made to do this. But. Oh, it's not going to work. No, it won't work. Because these slots here will have to go in there, and you can't do that. It's going to get in the way. You cannot do this, unfortunately. That would have been super cool if you could, though. That would have been freaking awesome. Oh, well, that was disappointing. Yeah, it was disappointing, but for the most part, that's Devastator for you. And when I get the rest of them, I'll do a review on the whole figure and all that good stuff. But these are all the Constructicons I own currently for this figure. I do have the Bayverse Studio Series Devastator. I could do a review on them if you want me to. But I'm not if you're not going to recommend it, because not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a pain to mess around with them, since it is an older figure. I mean, how long has it been? It's been about, how long ago did I get him? I feel like I got him like 4 years ago. Actually, I think it's been about 5. Yeah, it's been a minute. Either way, this is, Hook. Sorry, I'm losing my words. This is the review on the Studio Series 86 Constructicon Hook / a little bit of Devastator. There you go for a one arm, one legged Devastator. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.